go home. Who's gonna be the fastest shatter? Who's gonna be the fastest shatter?
Hello, shadows.
Hi, Shadow.
So don't even just try to laugh and hide what's exactly beneath. So because this is just a time to just pour out your feelings, and I need everybody to just explain what has been going on in the last few days. And from what we've seen on camera, and in fact in your talk heads, I want to just give each person to say what we think is going on, and I'm going to start with you, Ngozi, because the truth of the matter is, if you cannot say what is going on in front of the persons, I just see it as being a coward move. You need to be able to address some things rather than having to, say one or two things behind this person's back. So this is just like, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you from shouting. I'm not going to stop you from doing anything. But the truth of the matter is, sometimes when you let it all out, you feel kind of better. And, during your talk head, you had said something that you think some persons are gossiping behind you. And you had said that they think you are a threat. And I'm going to feel, or not even feel, I'm going to think you're talking about either Mary or Chioma or both of them. So I want you to let, at least, why would you think they are gossiping about you, and what is it that makes you think you are a threat to them?
Thank you. They say action speaks louder than voice and words. On several occasions, okay, let me start. Before the last eviction, as even the cameras know that me and Chioma, we were close. And after the eviction that week, just like that, she started separating herself from me, which I have no choice. Friendship is not by force. You don't force someone to talk to you. You don't force someone to be your friend. And I accepted it. Gradually, she shifted, and I was like, okay. After all, I came here alone. I didn't come here. When I was applying, I didn't know anybody until the audition day we met ourselves. So there's no problem about that. I had to accept it. Just like that. Most of the time, I will come to the room. Either she and Mary is in the box room talking. Once they see that I'm there, they will keep quiet. They will not look for something else to talk about. Like the previous ones that happened this week, especially the one that happened in the box room when I came in. She started talking about fresh. I laughed. I think the first that I came in, they were here talking. Immediately I came in, they continued about fresh. For how many days are you going to be talking about fresh? I was like, well, you've not said what you're hiding. Whatever it is, people can go ahead. But I know that one day it will all let out. And last night it happened. When they on the gen around to 7, I went to the sweat room to work out. After working out, I came in, I took my bed. I picked my book that I was reading, went back to the sweat room after I dressed up in my nightwear. I was there reading. At the point I slept off. When I woke up, I was like, I'm still here. I carried my things. I first of all carried my duvet and one of my books, because I went there with 2 books. I brought it in. I opened the door calmly. Nobody woke up. And I went back to carry my pillow, my water, and the other book. Unfortunately, the pillowcase, as I opened the door, the thing hanged on the door. I was like, I had to gently remove it. Immediately I closed the door, Mary was lying down here. She woke up, looked, maybe she was thinking it's Chioma. Unfortunately, she doesn't see it's Chioma. The way she sighed. Even if I wanted to say sorry, I can't say sorry with that action you did. I just smiled. I went to my corner, kept my things, wore my socks to lie down. The next thing, Ngozi, do you know that this door you opened just woke me up? Do you know that this door you opened just woke me up? Even if I want to say sorry, I can't say sorry with that too. You're talking to me. Already things are in her mind, which she doesn't want to let out, and that is disturbing her. So that is a way to react to it. I didn't say a word. I was still lying down on my bed. She started with Yoruba. After speaking Yoruba, she now entered back to English. That was when I said, Mary. So I intentionally used my pillow to hit the handle of the door to make noise to wake you up. So I intentionally did it. Yes, you intentionally did it. You are very wicked. You are very wicked. You say you are a pastor's daughter. Nwa pastor in Igbo. You are very wicked. Say, Mary, I don't have words for you. You can continue shouting. I don't have anything to say. That's the way you've been doing from there. That's the way you've been doing. Do you know that since few days you've been behaving like someone that has mental problems? I said, thank you, Madam 100% mental. It's not that I'm saying that I'm 100%. I say, no, you are 100%, Miss Perfect. I didn't say a word again. From there, she now diverts. You've been playing your games. I say, I didn't say a word. You've been playing your games. You think we don't know? Starving yourself. I say, okay, no. You've been playing. I say, which game am I playing? That I'm starving myself. See, how am I starving myself? That you've been starving yourself. I was like, are you serious? So, is this what all this boning, all this gossip, all this frowning, Chioma doing all the actions they've been doing in the house and everything? Is this what is up to? Unlike before, we'll share food. Chioma will bring for me.
So hold on, Mary. The truth of the matter is, apparently, from what she's saying, it's like probably this has been going on. There's been a pent-up, vibe, energy. She thinks she has been feeling. And from what I've seen, she's trying to absolve herself from whatever action this has been that has been happening. So based off of what could have happened yesterday night, how would you, has it been a kind of pent-up energy? Do you actually think she's probably using a kind of strategy, in quotes, to look, is that strategy tending towards desperation and having to, say that she's having mental issues or something? Do you think that could have also, been too hard, or, just...
Because you must really think you're very important for me to discuss you. You must really, really think you're very, very important. The fact that you think that every point in time anybody is talking to aside, they must be talking about you, is something I found really, 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 really interesting. First off, discussing you is like, I really don't know what it is I want to discuss about you. I really don't know what it is. To think that you've been counting all these things, you walk in and I and Chioma are discussing, and you think we're discussing you, and then we switch it up. Like, I can't remember. I wasn't born yesterday. I'm 32. If I want to talk about you, I'll talk about you in front of you. I don't discuss people behind them, not even here. If you walked in and I was discussing Presh, I was discussing Presh. If you walked in and I was discussing with Chioma, there are 1,000,001 people in this building that I can discuss. I can discuss Shedans, I can discuss Ife, I can discuss Yemisi, I can discuss the production crew. So, I really don't have to convince you, but thinking that I'm discussing you, you must really feel very important. I said you've been acting like someone who is mentally... My words, pardon my words might have been, I might have gone out of, with my words, but the truth is you have been. If I were to address you, that is me addressing you in front of you. The truth is, you have been. Things like, you talk about things we used to do before, but you were the one who switched off. You went off. Your action started immediately after the eviction. Let me tell you. You were the one who started acting. I don't know whether it's a competition. If I would say it in front of Shedams now and the production crew, and I'll say it in front of the camera. I did not come here for the money. I came here to lose weight. If I win the game, awesome. What I came here is to lose weight. I know the reason why I came here to lose weight. So I am not in competition with anybody. I'm in competition with myself. The first time we did this in camera, when Chioma said that she thinks like we are in a competition, I addressed her and I told her that, look, I am not in competition with you. I'm in competition. If there's anybody I'm in competition with, it is the fat in my body I'm in competition with. Whether I live here as a winner or not, I swear, I spent 90 days here, I have won. That is the mindset I have in my head. One or two times, I have seen you toss food away. And I called Chioma, I said, if you actually know something, or if you are actually going to go by what has happened before, you should know that the week when we had weigh-ins and you added the highest number of weight was the week you starved yourself more. You should know that. If you are actually supposed to lose weight, you should eat. So starving yourself would not go anyway. You have powder food in the fridge. You've been keeping food. And I felt okay, or rather Chioma felt okay. She should, there's no reason for her to, she's the one who makes the food. I would be angry if I am the one making food and someone tosses my food away. Or if I'm the one making provision for food and someone wastes my money. I'll be angry. About what happened last night, it has been, you have been, we would all be here, you will go and sit in the sweat room. What are you going to sit in the sweat room for? That's between you and your God. But if there was anything, you were the one who started switching off. You were the one who started removing yourself. Whatever it is that is between you and Chioma, I do not. When I was asked on my talk head yesterday, what I said was that the competition is actually getting to both of you. Whatever it is that is between you and Chioma, I do not.
It is actually getting to you.
I do not care. It's between the both of you. You walked in yesterday. This is not the first time. For 2 weeks now, I have had to use Piriton to sleep because I'm a light sleeper. We talk about consideration and tolerance. Because you wake up at night and drag your feet like God knows what. I've never complained about it. Few times I talk about it, but I feel like you should pick it up. You opened the door, I checked up from sleep. God, I could have had anything. Waking up from sleep like that is is not good. I checked up from sleep. You said I looked whether it was, I saw it, whether it was, I looked up and I saw it was you. I didn't know what to say. I had to keep quiet, first of all, before saying something. I did not look whether it was Chioma or not. If it was Chioma, I would have addressed her immediately. I kept quiet because I saw it was you. I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to talk out of anger. But of course, when I spoke, I said, do you know the door you closed now I don't know what it is you wanted me to say. Was I supposed to say, Ngozi, this door now? Of course, I spoke out of anger. Nothing stopped you from saying sorry. It would have just ended there. Nothing stopped you from saying sorry. And then you were talking now. You didn't say the things you said to me. You only said the things I said to you.
I said the things I said. You
didn't. You said you didn't. You kept 5 times. You said I didn't say anything. I didn't say a word. I didn't say of course you cannot say things that you said. But of course, it's Mary. What Mary said. I do not have issues.
What did I say that I didn't say?
I do not have issues with you, Ngozi. Whatever it is that is bottled up in you, whatever, if you're playing, if it is a game you are playing, play healthy. There's life after here. There is life after here. Do not burn bridges. There is life after here. Human beings are like currencies. Use them well.
Sorry, I want to say, let me start from the dragging of feet. At a point, yes, they complained about
Hold on. Okay, were you also in the room when the dragging of feet happened? And yeah, like yesterday night, were you also in the room when she came in and the dragging of feet?
Yes.
Were you also asleep also?
Yeah, I was asleep.
So did it also affect you?
I was gone. I didn't. When I woke up was when we talked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure before now you must have also noticed, because apparently she also said that both of you have, you know, you guys you used to be very close.
Yes.
So
Actually,
okay.
most times, anytime she wakes up, I must wake up. Because when she wants to use the toilet, my bed is close to the toilet. So by the time she drags her feet, and for the last few days, she has been singing from morning to night. So if it's not the feet, it's song that is waking me up, maybe in the afternoon or anytime. So that one, I'm aware of that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So would you say that the dragging of feet, the singing of feet, is something that you could have or not have tolerated, or let her know about it? Who did you speak to?
We've told her, but because when you tell her things, she does not listen. Is either she does what's on her mind, or she feels you're attacking her, or you're trying to be perfect above her. So at a point, I just had to stop. I have to endure. Say if she come here to endure, so I'm enduring it. Not like I've not noticed it. So those are also part of the things that can make you, when you tell somebody something and they feel you're kind of trying to, like, I don't know the word to use, so you leave them. That is basically how you feel. Or maybe she would think I'm not withdrawing from anybody. And the fact that she would keep saying we were close, we were never close from first week. So is it that if I'm close to you, I shouldn't talk to another person? What kind of figure of speech is that? I don't understand. So if when I'm talking to you, Mary doesn't pick offense, then when I'm talking to Mary, you pick offense, what does that mean? I don't understand that. That is what I'm trying to understand, whereby I'm talking to somebody, you're saying I was close to you before. Are we lesbians? What kind of thing is that? When is my turn? Let me talk.
No, it's your turn. You can talk, because I'm just trying to establish something here. Now, it's about you countering what she's
Okay.
saying and all of that.
That first, that's the first point.
So no, you want to say now that is it that you guys are debunking the fact that you were never close as against what she had said in it.
I'm starting from the season.
Yeah.
We were never close. The closeness just started just as the season was winding down.
Okay.
And I don't know how that started. Maybe when she was, there was one time she was sick, stuff like that.
All right.
We just have to be there for each other, stuff.
All right.
So, but then we started gisting, saying things, and
So now it's no longer happening again.
yeah, that's because, and at the point, it was not looking like, the first, what I noticed about her, when you finish telling her something, and she feels you're trying to attack her based on what you told her, that one first, I will be like, okay, it's better I stop giving advice. The second one, okay, there was one time we were working out on ourselves, we were downstairs, and it started raining. We just kindly told her, come out from the rain. Since there's no coach, come and stay where there's no rain and walk out.
We being you and Mary, right?
Yes, me.
Right.
She was still doing what she was doing, as if we were trying to tell her to stop walking out. So we were like, okay, let's stay, we're not doing talking. Then you not come to talk and be doing it as if say we are trying to tell you to stop walking out. They say they skipped and me, I have to meet up with Ambomak. I was like, that is not necessary. She has had to tell me face to face, if I don't shine my eyes, she go win this show. She don't tell me, nobody say. I never knew I was a competition. In fact, I never knew I was inside competition until I became the competition. So if you want to do competition, you can actually do it silently and win silently. And I'm fine. If I win, I win. If I win, I'll not become your enemy. If you win, I shouldn't become your enemy. Don't laugh. It's not about laughing issue. Then I have to, another one, I will say it here, you're very inconsiderate. I don't know how to use the word, I don't know the word to use, but then when we are cooking, maybe Mary will just come, everybody's trying to do, or when Philip buys something, we are trying to arrange the stuff, you will just be inside the room, you not do anything, you not come out. Then I will cook, serve. Sometimes, most times when we throw away that dustbin, maggot is there. I used to wonder, what are we eating that maggot? Until yesterday when I came downstairs, you noticed, I just saw her throw away food inside dustbin. I will cook finish. You will not tell me you will not eat. I will not serve you food. You will not put it for days inside fridge. You will not bring it out and throw it away. What stops you from telling me, Choma, you're not eating? The days you told me you're not eating, I didn't put your mouth. Even there was sometimes I had to eat your food. Let it be the calories on me. So those are the things that is making me, and at the point she now started going to the sweat room. So when you go to the sweat room, I should not talk with Mary. I should just sit down, lie down till you come back and say, okay, fine. She has gone to say, when she comes back, she will say, oh, this, what kind of thing is that? So those are the things. And I didn't even know the issue was even about me. Just like she's saying, we are close. And what stops you from telling me, babe, what is happening now? You don't shift aside. What stops you from telling me? Until yesterday, they started shouting. I was just hearing some statements. You a threat. Threat to what? How are you a threat to me? I just, maybe I don't know if that's for you, but it's not for me. You're a threat to me. At all. If you want us to play this game dirty, me, I sabi too.
I'm not interested.
I sabi too.
Not interested.
Thank you.
All the 3 crown challenge you've been winning, nobody has been, rubbing it on your face and doing it as if, well, any small, you just want to, then you the fact that you like doing as if you're not interested in something. Meanwhile, own up, open up. I'm not interested. I just want to stay here till 90 days. I'm not. Meanwhile, you're throwing away food. You're not eating. So those are the things. Those are the things. Me, I don't know. Will I say this is the last time I'll come in a gathering of women like this? The last time was secondary school. And I'm sure my secondary school will be very angry with me. Like, they know me. I'm not even this calm. I came here, I'm adjusting. And you cannot adjust with other people.
All right, so would you want to counter all this?
Yeah.
That's because now let's address the issue of you throwing away food. All right.
That was yesterday.
Would that be the first time? Would that be the first time the issue of food?
We don't know. Is that each time I throw away dustbin, my gut is always dustbin whenever it's 4 days. My gut's done the day inside.
Right, so why would you throw
That
food
was
away?
yesterday. The vegetable I brought out, she cooked it on Tuesday. I divided it. I ate that Tuesday and kept the remaining one. So I brought it out to eat it with my mom yesterday, and I discovered that it has soured.
Mine was still good. I ate it yesterday.
Excuse me, please.
Your own was also in the freezer.
I had to. If you said what I did was the proteins that was inside it, I had to bring them out, rinse it, and put it in my mama, and now warm it and eat.
So are you saying that was the
For
only
that.
time? That was the only time.
What fruits?
Yes.
Banana, orange. And she will say,
I don't
David,
eat them.
Then why do you always drag them? You don't
Excuse
eat them.
me,
You,
please.
no, I won't excuse you.
Excuse me, please,
Let's address
Choma,
it
wait.
now. I will not excuse you.
Okay.
I can remember that orange that she said, Choma, you've licked 2 orange. Don't lick this one. This one I put inside freezer. Blah blah blah. That orange poured inside freezer and she flung it. Banana, the same thing. We flung it. Why not allow someone else to eat?
Me, banana.
Yes, the 2 banana we flung it the first time, not this last one. You kept saying they've taken 1, they've taken 2,
Lord.
they've taken 3 out of it. It's the remaining 2.
Okay.
These 2, nobody should touch it. We left it for you. You flung it.
All right. For the food, I've addressed that one. It was just yesterday because the food soured. Then for the competition, something she said, that one was before the eviction. And what prompted that was we were in the sweat room working out, her, me and uncle. And something was going on then. We were like, okay. Tobe is always saying she don't want to go. But in another comment, she will talk about staying here till 90 days. Mary will say the same thing. Another conversation, they will also talk that they want to stay till 90 days. So Ogo was like, Chioma, shine your eyes. Shine your eyes, Chioma. And I said, well, Chioma, if you don't shine your eyes, I will overtake you. That was how that comment came. You should not deny it.
Was that the only time you had said that?
Yes. At least Ogo was there.
That with Chioma?
And that was the only time.
Well, was it
in
recently
the
or?
sweat room before the eviction?
Okay.
That was how the comment came up. When Ogo said, Chioma, shine your eyes. Shine your eyes. And I said, well, if you don't want to shine your eyes, I will overtake you.
Did you mean that was just you being sarcastic or
We
just?
joke.
Amen.
And we laughed over it and continued with our skipping.
Are you saying that your actions so far would have?
That's what I'm saying. And we continued with our skipping before 3 Crown came and called me that I have a spa session. And I left them. That was that week I said I didn't know that people are coming. Then I left. After eviction, the first 2 weeks, I eat morning and night with them.
Mary, is that true?
But I always eat by 12.
Morning and night.
I do.
She usually does. She eats morning and night. She would probably leave her food till later. She doesn't eat, not all
They
the
will
time.
bring it, I'll be on my bed here. All of us will stay together. Choma will be in her bed. Mary will be here. I'll eat. Not until last week, Thursday, I went to the bedroom mirror. I was like, my stomach is getting bigger. I was complaining. Mary was the one that said, don't worry, to go down is because of your monthly cycle that is about to come. Choma also said, yes, even me too. I was like, okay. Then, that Thursday crossed. Friday, Saturday, I complained. I was like, I don't like the way my stomach is just increasing. It's bothering me. They repeated the same thing. I said, well, no problem. Then I think it was on Saturday, we walked out late, came in. After it, they brought the food we were meant to eat. I ate. But after I was like, this food we are eating by this time is too late.
What time was that?
That was to 7. It's a lie, to 7. Before I would finish the food, it was already after 7. I checked the time before I made the comment I made. So I was like,
To 7.
this workout
It
took
was
time.
6. Then she now said,
Oh,
the talk they bring talk. Allow me to.
you
chip in.
said yours. I didn't put mouth.
Okay,
Allow
when
me
you
to finish, please.
She does allow me to.
So I was like,
The floor is actually up. If you think you don't agree with what she's saying, it's better it's done.
Okay.
So you don't forget anything.
But me, I was keeping quiet so that they can finish.
No, you
here.
you might forget, you might leave at some point. So
It was
I just
okay.
need that.
Okay.
It was 6, after 6, winding down to 7. It has not entered to 7. So I brought the food. She now said, that this food we are eating by this time. And I said, but we've been eating by this time since from first week self. She now said at home, she does, once it's 4, 5, she has finished eating. And I told her, and you're this big.
And what brought me here? I said yes.
And now walked
It's
in.
not food.
If-
So
don't say it's to 7. I know the time.
So I complained about it. I said, after that one, I was like, nah. I think I'll stop eating anything apart from 5. I said it. All of them had it.
You didn't. She told you.
Oh Jehovah.
If you even think that the food is too much for you, the food is not even much. If you think that the food is much, just tell Chioma that she should reduce the food or she should not.
The other day you told me you were eating pepper
Okay,
soup.
wait.
Okay, you wait. You made mention about okay, when I said when I have to cook, you tell me. The other day you said you were cooking pepper soup. I should put for you. I did the pepper soup for you. You still carried it and put it inside fridge. So you're just
Okay, is it
contradicting
still in the
yourself.
fridge? Is there any food
What
still
we
in the
are
fridge?
trying to say is that
wait.
We are trying to debunk the fact that you
Excuse me.
are.
So-
when you go to the kitchen to
excuse
do whatever
me.
you want to do, you don't follow
So,
your about.
since we want to talk
don't
about
follow your
fridge
about.
something, okay, before the last eviction, maybe were you not keeping food in the fridge?
That is not what we are saying.
Excuse me,
That's
no,
not the
it's
bone
the
of
same
contention, Ngozi. The
the
bone of
same thing,
contention is that
because
you are not
you
eating
don't
your
want
food.
Go.
No. The first what?
More than 4 food were in the fridge, and it's Mary's own.
Me?
Until you started bringing it out, Tope will not be helping you to eat it. Mary,
Me?
Please, excuse me. Stop. doing
Me?
that. Excuse me.
Are you like?
So-
Are you aware of what you're saying?
So,
What I have problem is
The bone
throwing
of
away
contention is not keeping
Excuse
food. My
food.
problem
me.
is throwing away food because
Whether we
Did
keep
I
or not,
throw
we
the
eventually
food
eat
all
it.
this while because I'm not
Did I
reacted.
throw the
I'm not
food
reacted about you
away,
keeping food.
or
Hold on.
did I eat it?
I also keep food in the fridge. Hope you know. All this while I've not reacted. The only time I reacted was yesterday when I went to the dustbin and saw food inside dustbin. Somebody sweats. And the part of the procedure that I used to talk, you want to boil water for somebody, you use water when there's pure water. in your head there are plenty supplies. That is the part of it I don't like.
You don't.
You have to correct it.
You don't. I'm the one that started it. It's not you that started it, and I joined you.
Who drinks Zobo? What did you mean introduce?
No, excuse me. The bottled water. I'm not talking about Zobo. I'm not talking about Zobo. The bottled water that you mentioned now.
Mention it now.
Who started it?
Mention it.
Who started it?
Iwakwe wants to be. Fuck it.
Excuse me. So, the starvation, whatever they are saying that I'm doing, is even from when I even started the men's something. Because I wanted to start on Monday, I could not. She cooked bitter leaf soup.
You want to start what?
I said I won't be eating again once it's 5.
Okay.
Because already my time of eating is always from 12 then till night. But because of the tummy I was complaining about, after my motorcycle came out Sunday night, stroke Monday, I was still watching myself like, no, I had to start up this today, being Monday. Unfortunately, she cooked bitter leaf soup. Longacho did not allow me. I still took it. 8. Tuesday, I wanted to do it again. I could not. That was the day she cooked the vegetable that I divided into 2. I still licked half and put back half. And that is after licking it. I was on my bed here. She was there, Mary was there. I was like, my tummy. I wish Shadams can allow us after eating in the night. Let's be strolling down and coming up at least to ease out the food before sleeping. This one that after eating, before we know it, we'll sleep off. They were the ones that also said, the thing you will do now, if you are feeling heavy, you can just walk around or go to the sweat room. I said, okay. So on Wednesday was when I now started the something of not eating by 5. Once I eat anything I eat, once it's 3:30 before the last workout, I don't eat again. I only feed on my Zobo after the workout.
So it's not now, at that point, you don't even eat anything. So what about the food she has labored to eat and everything?
From that swap.
Fastest Cheddar. Go hard or go home.
When a small step takes you far away, with it, you reach tomorrow, going beyond your dreams. Every cherished moment, staying close to heart, making it happen all over again, bringing you closer to everyone while tasting happiness, keeping your comfort within your sight. Egypt Air, closer to your world.
The Nigeria Society of Physiotherapy recommends Mocha to cushion your pressure points so you wake up feeling good and ready to take on the day.
And the National Association of Orthopedic Manual Therapists endorses Mocha for producing orthopedic compliant products which give your body the support it needs.
Go hard or go home.
No,
At
then
that
the one
time,
she made,
would you have finished cooking at that time
no,
enough
that's,
to?
that's where I'm coming from.
Finish cooking.
That one she will
We
made.
finish prepping our food before 4 o'clock because most times it depends on when we're having. By the time we come back, it's already 6 and we cannot start preparing. By the time we finish preparing, it's going to enter 7 and that will result us eating late. So the food is ready. So because previously we've been eating by 6, no matter what. So we've stationed that 6. We will share the food, everybody will eat.
As against the 7 o'clock she had said
Yes,
that.
because it's even on the timetable against before 7
we should eat
o'clock.
before 7.
So we made it let it be 6 so that even if say we eat late, at least that 7 we finish eating. That was how we said. So when she started before 4 or 5, we didn't know. That is where we missed the whole thing. So when we put food for her, she doesn't eat until
She didn't communicate.
She now mentioned it. The day she mentioned it, the next day I served food before 6, and she still kept it. And I was like, man, this is not about eating late anymore.
So the next day, I'll pick the food and then warm it and eat. That's what I was doing from Wednesday. Like on Wednesday, I cooked. When we came back, we went to SMD place. The food she gave us, I came back with it. That was what I ate that Wednesday. Even the mama I cooked, I had to put it in the fridge.
Sorry, the moment you cooked.
Yes.
You guys cook individually, or
No, that is.
At the point where like I do the major food, she cooks mama. While Mary cooks everything.
okay?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
So I even had to keep it because I was already filled with the one I ate till the next day. Even that night, she cooked stir fry. I had to divide my mama into two and the stir fry, and I'll split it with the two plates I did. I put them in the fridge with that vegetable, and that was the only food I had in the fridge, which I ate the other momo on Thursday. Even before we went for 3 crown, I didn't finish it. I had to leave it. When I came back, I finished it. Then yesterday, I finished the remaining moi. That was when I brought out the vegetable and discovered that the vegetable is already sour. I had to pick out the proteins and put it together and warm it. That was all. Then on Thursday, at least when you asked me that if we cook our plantain porridge, that we should call you to snap. When I came upstairs, I saw her. I told her, Choma, please, I'm not eating. I still have my moi that I want to eat, so that she won't put my mouth. And that was all. So I don't see the reason why that I am wasting food. Then, in the side of Mary, dragging my food. How many times do I even wake up in the night? And when I wake up and I'll go to use myself, you'll be complaining. At a point, I even had to stop wearing slippers. She was when I saw me and I was like, you are not wearing slippers in this toilet. I laughed because I know what I was also avoiding. I had to start wearing my slippers. She herself, she drags.
Who?
Mary.
Even if she drags enough to wake you up from sleep or not of that, have you told her?
Yes, no, I have not. I have not. One thing about me, is how you can be doing something. I won't say it. I'll just be enjoying. That is me. I'm not in the line of complaining. It's a lie.
So what happened in that SMT where we are taking selfie? I don't want to snap.
I didn't want to snap pictures. Is it by force?
It was not even the way you said it. Like it was as if there was already something cooking up, and we don't understand that.
So that was how the starving. They are aware of. I said it. I announced it from last week that I'm going to stop eating by 5. So I see no reason why they are saying that. It's a lie. I said it. I was in the kitchen.
There's no way two people say the same thing.
The camera can even detect.
There is no way two people say the same thing. You did not communicate it. You did not.
Thank you.
You did communicate it. There's nothing like thank you. You did not communicate it. There's no way you communicate it. We are not stupid.
Thank you, Mary. And I'm not shocked by your action. So forget it. I know you with that one. I'm not surprised you denying it, so it's not a big deal. So they will not say that they are not aware of it. See, last night she was the game you are playing. I was like, so I'm not a threat to you. Oh, you think that what I'm doing is because of? Okay,
please,
even
after we you don't see not to talk of TH.
After we called our families on Tuesday, Joy said something that the last 2 weeks you should work out very well. That even if you leave the house like her, that she left at 83, and after like a week when she weighed herself, she was weighing 80. That I should try and work hard. When I came, I also told them, see what Joy said. So we need to. So I don't see. There's nothing that they will say that.
You want to confirm that, Chairman?
I'm not.
Say that.
Even they said that they even had it. Yeah. They said they had. So I see no reason why they are doing as if maybe I'm doing this because of my dear. Even at least from the start. When we came here, at least you also mentioned it. I've never said I'm interested in the winning.
So who is
I've always said my prayers is that I will emerge and be among the first stay till 90 days. And that the only thing I told my family about is please help me. Because I was thinking that the way the last season was run is the way this one is going to be done. If we did the highest person will be out, then they will bring out 5 people for voting that you pick 3. That was what I was always saying, that is just where my family are focused on. They are waiting. Once that one starts, that they will make sure that at least I'll still be here till they finished up. I always tell her, you're already there. You're already there. So that your own case is a different thing. It's we that need to struggle to make sure that at least I will be there till the voting day.
So, are you now saying that now that you realize that the twist this season, happened? So, are you saying that at that particular point, the mentality and everything didn't change?
No. The only place I started saying something, even how I told her, I was like, this one that these people did like this. Okay, if it's like that, I will be interested in the viewer's choice voting. How wish I can have access to phone. Let me see what my family are doing there. You understand? And unfortunately, that day you gave us phone, they were also discussing about it. You understand me? So that was the only place.
Who are they here? Them or your family members?
I mean my family people. No, I told them. Even self, I think Tobe was still around. Yeah, they were still around. At the point, there was a day we were in the kitchen. I was like, if they did not do the voting something, at least that viewership, I would join people and drag it small. Even if I did not, but at least I will tell my family, let them drag small in that side. And if I say them, there's nothing that is happening here that they will say that I'm hiding anything. I'm always open here. It's only if I see that I'm being, I don't know how to put it, I'll just stay on my own. Like when we came here the first few weeks, I wasn't talking. I was just on my own. It's Dorothy that was like one of the nights. Because why are you just being reserved? Open up, free up. Just after the comment Dorothy made, I was like, okay. I started being free, opening up to people.
So opening up to people. Who are people that you think you really opened up to? Is Mary and
what
Chema?
I mean. I started associating with everybody.
Okay.
You understand? We started playing, talking, even if they are gisting. If it comes to what I feel like, I will just chip in. But that time we came, even if they are gisting from head to toe, I won't say a word. All
right. So Chema, now the game is coming to an end. Are you saying now that the Ngozi you thought you knew is totally different? You think she's going about it the wrong way?
Yes.
Why would you say that?
It still boils down to this communication aspect. If she said she's angry with me, maybe I offended her, I did not know. She didn't communicate. I would have made amends.
Alright, so when you also noticed some change in her life, did you speak to her about it?
I always greet her in the morning because it never greets back.
Ha! Oh God.
Even if she, okay, fine. Sometimes courtesy demands that when you wake up in the morning, you greet people.
Okay, so is it a game of who greets first?
No, it's not a game of who greets because that's where you pick up the morning vibe from. So if I greet you and the vibe is low, I already know say, today respect yourself. So I've been doing it.
Has there been a day that she greets you and you don't answer?
During the day too, even work out.
No, hold on. Has there ever been a day she greets you?
No day. Even say day before yesterday, she was in the toilet. I was the one that came. I was like, Choma, how far? And I wanted to poo. I told her, please, I want to. She told me.
You didn't say what until I was washing. You said you wanted to poo. Don't say it's only
as I was coming out,
you not say how
Mary
far.
was there. I even greeted Mary. May, good morning. Today and yesterday, why I held back my greeting was when I came back from 3 Crown Challenge. They were walking out with Benga. I was like, hey, girls. I just said something. They laughed. And after I walk out, they were like, They went back to their share. I mean, I carried my own. Oh.
You're the one bottling things in your mind. You don't want to. Even when she started doing this whole thing, I'll cook. I'll tell her because I have served food. Though. Why we stop bringing food for her? Because immediately I bring food for her, she will stand up, go to the kitchen and put it. So at a point, I will not come and tell her because I've served food, though, knowing that the next move is to put it inside the fridge. That is where that bringing food stops.
When did this stop? How long has this been going on? Like you stopping to give her food?
This from beginning of this week. That was where the heat started. So Monday I think I brought food. She went Tuesday, Wednesday. So that day I just told her that was pepper soup. I told her because I've served the food. She said okay, and she still kept it inside the fridge. So what's the use of bringing food when you still go back to drop it? So that's why I stopped bringing food.
So did you take offense at that?
This week I told them that
she took offense because she mentioned it.
Oh, Jehovah. That I said
she mentioned it here.
I'll not be eating by 5.
Ngozi, you did stop saying that
Excuse me,
thing.
Mary. Please, I love
You are excused, but
Then-
stop saying it. You didn't mention it.
But
You didn't communicate it to anybody.
To start with, if I'm starving myself, why are you bothered? Because I could remember after the weighing we did that I added 3 kg. You, Tobe, Ogo, and I was in the kitchen. We were preparing something. I was like, let's take it easy because of the calories. Well, like you people were like, I said, okay, wait, let me go and get because there is a book Choma came with. The food, they will write the amount of calories in each thing. So I was like, okay, wait, let me go and get that book. As I was coming out, I've not even finished closing it. What I had, Obiri. Well, is it what she used? Let me.
What does Obiri mean?
Is it counting calories? The one that you counted, what happened? You still added the highest.
Who said that?
Mary.
I was not the one.
Excuse me.
Maybe your God did. It was
Mary,
not my
you
voice
can't
you
deny
heard.
it.
I was in that conversation.
Excuse
But
me,
it's I didn't say it behind
You
you.
said it.
I did not say it
I
behind.
was
It
out
is
here.
not something.
You said it.
But it is
Is
not.
it to
It is not.
count
Wait.
calories?
Hold on. Okay. Hold on.
This, that.
Hold on.
I
Hold
was
on.
like,
Hold on,
God.
Ngozi. Hold
And
on.
that was why
Ngozi, hold on.
I now
Ngozi,
fought
hold on.
that last eviction. To
Ngozi,
make sure that
hold
before
on.
this last one, I will lose a lot of weight. And God did it for me.
God did not do it. You did
Even
it.
if I'm looking for a competition, unlike the last one, immediately after the eviction, I skip every day, 500, sometimes 1,000. But this one, since after this eviction, the first 2 weeks, I have not even tried to lift my leg, except the ones you give us to skip. So, where am I? What is it that I'm dragging? At least if I want to do, I would have continued with it to make sure that I win the show.
The conversation of you, whether you counted calories, the ones you counted, where did it lead you to? Everybody said it in front of you here, so it's not a hidden. It's not.
Excuse me.
Yes. It's not a talk behind
I said
you.
that one is for here. I mean in the kitchen.
It is so.
Forget
it's
it.
not a back. It's not a back talk.
You
Sorry.
said it.
It's not a back talk.
I was like,
It's not something I will say
And
behind
why
you.
I came, I was like,
If everybody
are you
has said
serious?
it here, it is not.
Are
If
you
everybody
serious?
has said it here and you heard it,
Mary,
it is not something.
Forget it. It's almost
Okay, I said it. You said I said it. Yes, fine. I said it. It's not a
Why
bad talk. If it's a bad talk,
would she say
nobody would have
chameleon?
said it
Why
in
would she
front
say
of you.
chameleon?
She is, oh. You will not understand. We don't want to dig in.
If you can, you can.
And that's why we're having this conversation. Why would you think why would you use the word chameleon? Do you just think Mary's a chameleon? All right, so
I don't like insinuating now. I'm not communicating.
all right, so because why would you say Mary's a chameleon? You think she switches
Like I
sides?
always say, Chidiogo. Even I was like, even that day you gave us phone, I just sent a message to her. When I come out, we'll have a lot to talk. When I say Mary is a chameleon, they used the phone. But she denied it, even was swearing. I was like, I'll be like, so I know what I'm saying. At least that one is an evidence.
Is that
Excuse me.
Is that why you think I'm a
The
chameleon?
way you and Tobe denied the whole thing, it was as if you never even touched the phone. Why? You were always using the phone.
Because I'm in a competition. Is that why you?
So that
why
is
you
it.
called
I
me
know
a
why I
chameleon?
said what
Is
I
that-
said.
Oh, that's why you called me a chameleon. I'm in a competition.
At least for that one. Another thing you like.
No, continue.
No, if it's okay to want to say something, because rather than just every conversation is important. Because all right, so
My happiness is that the whatever that is going on, if they say they are not aware of it, at least the ceiling, the light in this room are aware that I said before I started my 5 o'clock, whatever I started this week. So for them saying I'm starving, playing game, doing this, doing that, you say you should even be happy that the last one I starved myself, I added. So I mean, starving myself now means that I'm also going to add. So why are you bothered about it saying I'm playing game, saying things at my back? What's the need of that? You should be happy that at least at the end, I'm even taking risk doing it because I don't even know my fate at the end. If what happened before will also repeat again. So why are you bothered about it?
all right, so before now, Mary, you had said that the issue had always been between Chioma and Ngozi in terms of strong contenders for the fastest shedder. At this point now, it feels like it's now 2 versus 1. How do you want to explain that?
Sorry, let me say another thing because she mentioned it, I forgot.
So that's why I said if there's any allegations you need to say before you forget.
You are comparing me with 2 people. You're making a very big mistake. Already, even the workouts, if they give us 100 things to do, you could do your 100 perfectly. I struggle to do 50 perfectly. The other 50, I'll just be doing jaga jaga to finish it up. So where am I competing with you? Do I have your strength?
You people. I'm not even competing.
You and Mary.
If they're talking about
I'm just struggling.
Okay, if you want to call it a competition, I've been
God.
consistent.
That's why if I remember, I'll just be laughing in it. Anytime I'm in that sweat,
maybe I am the competition.
I'll just be laughing. I'll be like, oh
I'm
God.
not in a competition.
I'm really making a very big mistake at where
because
I am.
I've been consistent. I've not been swinging like this. So don't say I'm in competition. I am the competition or whatever.
Do you want to repeat what you said?
Up and down. God, I've struck
What I said is that, are you saying that I'm in competition? Do I have the kind of strength that you have? If we're working out, okay, let me bring for instance Shedam's workout. I've just been a time, all his routine, I will finish it. I must be the last. So that's where is the strength that I'm going to bring out, that I'm using to compete with you people.
My problem, Ngozi, is you throwing away food though. Not you not eating, no. I never mentioned you not eating. The only time I say you're not eating is if you know you're not going to eat when I'm cooking.
Please, how many dustbin have you thrown away this week?
I should follow you to the dustbin.
We can go and bring it out. Let's answer.
Last Abilama. Go and tell them they bring dustbin back for you. Even before I found out that food, the orange one, I shouted because of it. The banana one, I shouted, at least I saw you in that one. So the ones I didn't see is the ones I saw that I complained about. Okay. I never complained about the ones I did not see or you putting. I have never told him because don't put food in the fridge. I have never. What I said, don't throw away food.
Oh, so
it's somebody's time.
Okay, good.
That is what
before I added 3 kg.
If you like, don't be in competition.
Before I added
the last
3
day,
kg.
let the best person win.
The way you were in the kitchen was the way I was in the kitchen, if you can remember. The way you were in the kitchen now was the way I was in the kitchen then. You could always come
then
to help,
it was rotational.
to prepare.
And that was even detox.
It was when we started eating. That was
it was rotational.
It was when we started eating that I added 3 kg. And because it was that 3 kg I added that made me, I was not like, no, I'm not entering kitchen again. But if you want to, I will come in and help. If it's one I will prepare, I will help.
So you helping to
you helping to prepare.
Excuse me. I myself come into the kitchen. At least I could remember the last time. Is it last week? I entered inside the kitchen. You were there preparing. I said, Chioma, which one should I help you to do? He said, don't worry.
So why did you stop?
You finished.
Why did you stop?
What do you want me to do?
It was making her hungry.
Why did you stop?
To make her.
So what do you want me to do? I should knew that.
They are talking about kitchen. What about other places?
Do that.
So it's not about even the kitchen.
So
it's about being helpful generally.
All right. To all the viewers that are watching right now, we need to go on a commercial break, and by the time we come back, I'm sure they still have so many things to unveil. I still think there's more to this, and by the time we come back, we'll definitely still hear more. So don't go away. It's getting interesting. All right, welcome back. It's still the conversations with Ngozi, Mary, and Chioma, issues that have been affecting them. Truth of the matter is, I'm not here to resolve you guys. I'm not here to do that because it doesn't even concern me, whatever goes on. All I'm just is that at the end of 90 days, I'm here to just announce the winner. That's all I'm here for. So it's just necessary that we know what is going on because we're feeling it in your exercises, your vibes, and of course what we're able to see on the camera. So it was necessary to just have this, you know. And I'm not sure I'm even done because at some point you're saying now it's the issue of food. You having to cook food with your sweat, with your everything, and you have somebody throwing away. Now, she still has not been able to convincingly say, oh, I do not throw food away and all of that.
Yeah, and I would like to say something about that side. Like, since I said from this week, I started telling them the ones I want to eat and I don't want to eat. But to settle the whole thing, they shouldn't cook for me. They can cook for the two of themselves. Anytime I'm hungry,
does that work?
I'll enter the kitchen
So
and
it's
prepare
like
food.
you cooking the food on.
It will not be that I'm wasting food. So at least let that one be settled.
So are you saying that does that solve your issue of?
It has to. I have a choice.
Do you have a problem with that, cooking or cooking?
But I just want us to be so interesting because even the supply on this week, we did not exhaust it. Unless I don't know if you guys will go. I'm just praying you just wind it down with it. It's you people that know what you have for us.
Alright, I'm happy you said that fact.
Yeah, I was even expecting this week that it would have been detoxed, but we are surprised that you brought food.
So it's kind of funny that for the first time ever, I'm having contestants suggest detox. Even though
deliberating on that.
We remind ourselves how detox feels like.
We are deliberating on that last week, that this week might be detox.
Yeah, I just want to, refresh my memory about how detox feels like.
Mary, do you agree with the detox or?
Yeah, my own reason is because before the eviction, before the semi-eviction, we had 3 weeks of eating back to back, and then we had 1 week of detox. And like the last time we had detox was about 5 to 6 weeks ago. And I think it's high time we had.
But I want to make this clear. It's not about you saying you want it. It's when I think it's time enough. And trust me, you don't even need to say it before we know the right time to. Yeah. So also, there's another issue I really want to, even though at some point we had called an impromptu meeting on certain issues also, and the fact that she has also brought it up, the issue of phones and all of that. Apparently, we can't install cameras in private rooms, in bathrooms, and we respect your privacy. Would you want to counter what she had said? And because we had that meeting that even the pastor could have to even step into and say, okay, I don't even know where at that point, why didn't you say something? Why should it be now you're actually saying it because of whatever feud you have? Because we knew. But then again, it's not going to be, because it was more like snitching and all of that.
I want to be the one that.
But you just did.
Yeah, because I know is nothing can be done. That's why I had to let it, because I know that nothing. The decision have already been made.
So, Mary, they said nothing can be done.
Because I live you have not made any, I will still say it,
As I mean, if what?
You have not already made, given a verdict for it.
In fact, the truth about it, even because we could have made, but that's why we just have to just leave it to the public to decide their fate, But would you want to say anything about this right now, Mary?
No, hope you feel okay that you mentioned it, and because you wanted to, of course, it is because you wanted to buttress the point that you buttress your own insinuation that I'm a chameleon. That's a fact. That's the reason why you felt it was okay for you to mention it now. Even though you think the verdict had been passed and decisions have been made about it, I hope you feel good by yourself that you're mentioning that I used the phone at some point. And then you know that actually just implicates you, because that means that you actually knew about the phone yourself.
Yes, I do.
So
I think during the talk, I wanted to open up. I said yes.
You wanted to.
You and Tobe were like, hey. Even Choma had to even ask me, see, why asking her that question?
But you didn't.
I don't lie. I'll say it.
But you didn't.
If it's meant for me to go, no problem.
Ngozi, but you didn't. But you felt it was okay for you to.
Unless if they script that place out, I almost say yeah.
Did you?
Choma now said.
Did you? Whether somebody told you not to or not, did you? Yeah, very.
She didn't tell me. She was Give me why I asking her that kind of question.
But
I already said yes. If they did not script it out, it's in the camera. It should be in the camera.
bottom line is
yes.
you didn't.
Yes. Mary, I said.
The bottom line
don't
is
lie.
that you didn't.
Even if you catch me on something, I'll say yes. It's better that I say the truth and something was made and I was so shocked. I beg, excuse me.
But why do you think it's okay for you to mention it now, just like Shedan's asked you?
I made
because
a comment,
there was no
chameleon.
conversation, because there was not even conversation
There
around
was.
it. There was conversation around a phone.
Something brought up that made me to say a chameleon, and that was the only thing I
Okay,
liked.
and because you wanted to crown me a
There's
chameleon, you
nothing
had to
like
look for something
crown
to
you.
say.
Forget it. That one is a. We'll settle that one. One is something that we already said. At least the food side is already settled.
All
Let me
right.
not be answering that I'm wasting people's resources doing that, because I know in my house we don't waste food.
Yeah, because at some point I started feeling
We don't
bad,
waste food in
and
my house.
I have a right to feel bad because
Even Joy,
this is my food.
Gary, she will be like,
This is my food.
So-
You're wasting. If it's true,
So let
if
that
there's
side
anything to go by.
anytime I want to eat, I can enter. I will know that what I'm preparing is what I'm eating, and I'm finishing it.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's not as if you're starving.
Nope, I'm not starving. I have my time of eating from 12 to 3:30, so that 30 minutes, I'll give myself 30 minutes gap for workout.
All right. So for
Even
now,
the zobo she's complaining, at a point, I started making zobo for the three of us. She wasn't taking hers. I had to throw her, there's one I did 2 times. I had to throw it away.
does she know who's a farmer, right?
Shoma, she
Okay.
knows about it.
Did she know that?
Even
you
Mary
know
was
women?
even now saying, why are you making zobo? You know she doesn't like to take zobo. I said so that she would
Is
be
that true,
taking it.
Chama?
So,
I don't like cold.
You don't like hot soba. Did you tell her that you don't like hot soba? It's cold soba you like?
I wanted to cool.
Okay.
I would drink it.
All right.
So I forgot it and slept. So the next day, I don't know that.
something I did in the morning. It was there till the next day.
You know when you know it's something. So I wanted to cool. So I
Someone that waste.
forgot it.
I waste.
You get not like I intentionally made zobo and I will not drink. Right from when they brought that zobo, I was not taking it. It was the day you mentioned people are taking the zobo. I was like, let me even test the zobo. I took it the first time. It wasn't bad, but the problem is I don't eat hot food. I have tongue irritation and all that. So I kept that one to cool and I forgot it.
All right. So talking about communication, did you let her know that?
They know I don't.
No, about this zobo thing. Did you let her know instead of her feeling bad that she made zobo? Now she's bringing it out right now.
I took it though, but I didn't finish it. Not like I didn't take it at
So,
all.
but you did not take it.
At
It was
all.
still there. Yes, it was still in the table there. Cover the way you asked me to
I
cover
was the
it
one that
for you.
covered. Mary, this
It's
is
a
when I
lie.
covered it.
You asked me to cover for you, Choma. That's why I said 2 times. I wasted
I
zobo.
took the zobo and remained it.
I said 2 times, Choma.
Okay.
You want to complain wasting?
Okay.
You know that I don't. I'm not.
No problem. No
I'm
problem.
not still remembering every other
I
thing.
wasted the zobo. I'm sorry. No problem.
Putting food in the fridge before the last eviction. How many food? Maybe please excuse me. Don't talk about it. At least the ones I put in the fridge this week. Go and check. I don't have any food in the fridge there again. There is no other food
What did you say?
there.
Because they are all wasted.
The last one I ate it yesterday in the dustbin. Don't blame you. How is the camera in the kitchen is working?
Fastest cheddar. Go hard or go home.
Mom, we've got you now and always with the low cholesterol goodness your heart needs to keep the rhythm of your family going. 3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Ever wondered why we do what we do? It's because we absolutely love your hustle. With over 13 years of business, we have grown from offering just web hosting and domain registration to including a wide range of cloud solutions, email services, and other digital services, giving you and your business everything you need to succeed online. We love your hustle. That's why we've made your business our business.
Fastest cheddar. Go hard or go home.
All right. So now that all of this have been tabled, trust me, I don't know where this leads, and I don't even care to know. That's the truth.
The truth is that I'm not in competition with anybody.
All right.
So let that one be cleared in their head. I thank God that how it happened in the sweat room was a joke, or God was like,
Yeah, I want to address something now. Now, the sweat room is not a place where you just go and sleep. It's the sweat, you're just working out.
I walk out after workout.
Yeah, and there are times, so many times I've also gone to meet you there, and I'm like, what's going on? Why would you bring pillow? Why would you bring? Why wouldn't you want to do that? Because of what? Because of their presence.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just even clear that the sweat room is for your workout, personal workouts, not even to sleep, anything.
I just do that to give them space.
Why would you give them space? Don't you have a right to be in the same space here too?
I have.
All right, so why would you want to give them space? Why?
It's just that morning time after morning workout. I want to have time for myself. I'll just go there, stay. But after our afternoon workout, I'm always here until in the evening, maybe around 7:30. I'll just.
Have you ever gone to the sweat room to rest, to sleep, or to relax, or do anything?
When I have mocha phone.
Alrighty. So let's just say that, okay, everybody has a right to space. It's about tolerance. It's about respecting each other's space. So if you're taking the fact that you want to allow persons to dictate your feelings, that means you're not strong enough to handle your feelings. And I'm not just talking about you, I'm talking about everyone. And I don't want to have to start even reminding you guys that if you break any of the faSttest Cheddar rules, even as a finalist, you can still leave the show. That's the truth. Nobody's sacred cow. Now, the joke is not going to be on you. That after pulling through, sweating through, persevering through 3-4 days, you now leave the show based on character. We already have that mindset here on the show, character-wise. You won't even like it. You won't like it.
They talk about tolerance. I could remember some nights when she wasn't feeling fine. She was feverish. I had to off the whole AC that night to accommodate her. Mary, one of the days we walked out, I was even the one that helped her. When we reached her, she fell. I had to rush, bring her inhaler, helped her. I remember that night, we didn't on the AC. Tope, the same thing. Some nights, I will be complaining I'm cold. They'll be like, is it facing you? If it's in my house, I'll time it. There are times it will chill, and there are times it will just blow fan. Unless if I have the strength to be offing, I can be offing the remote on my bed. But they could not tolerate that. I had no choice. Some night where they're saying I'm making noise, I'll have to come and sit here. Because the ACs are just like this. If you stay here, it's warm. But sometimes I'll move to Dorothy's bed and lie.
What have you just said?
You said that, can't I stop dragging my feet on the floor?
You talk about
if you can't tolerate that, then why should I? What of that one you people are doing to me?
What are we doing to you?
What are you doing to me?
Yeah, what are we doing to you exactly?
Don't I have the right to off the AC if I'm cold? But I will leave it for you to sleep in peace.
The times when you come
and I will accommodate that. Am I not a human being?
Let me talk. The times when you talk about the ACs and how much is disturbing you, do we tell you how to? Fortunately, the ACs do not have we don't have remote controls to the AC. We tell you, okay, push it up, do not focus it on yourself, and then of course you switch beds. There is an alternate. There's an alternative for you. There's an alternative for you. We cannot sleep in the heat because when there's an alternative for you.
But I can sleep in the heat because you're not feeling fine.
I can't remember.
But when it's now reached my own turn that I'm not okay, you can't tolerate it.
That night was the night we walked out in the rain.
I just remembered.
We walked out in the rain and that night the AC was on.
I just remembered.
I have a thing duvet.
Hold on. The night I was feeling feverish, I came that night and collected your duvet. and covered myself. I didn't off the AC.
The AC was not off, so I can't remember where that's coming from.
You now woke up in the morning and made jest of it and said,
I offed it.
Hold on, I don't know.
It was around because I know that I was still monitoring you. At a point,
that
I'll
night, I did not
come and ask you, Choma, are you
went and
okay?
collected
You will
Mary's
tell me yes.
duvet
It
and
was
covered
around
myself.
after
You did not even
4.
make jest of it and said,
Excuse me, it
why
was
did I
around
collect
after
Mary's
4.
duvet and cover myself?
That-
I thought you
That
went
night
to
that we
go.
on the AC.
Who
Forget that.
begged yourself? Did I tell you to off the
Excuse
AC?
me.
Who begged you?
Excuse me.
Did I beg you to off the AC?
Sure, ma'am.
I made the alternative to collect
I don't have your
Mary's
time.
duvet to cover myself. Because I also know that maybe both of you will need it, or I don't care. But I collected another duvet to cover myself on top of the one I was using.
Sorry.
And then nobody even knew I was sick. Because I don't even like, fine, when I'm sick, I don't know. But that day on, I did not just understand why I was feeling cold that night. And
If you
when
come to
that
talk
went
about
that
that day, the
it now
night
brought me down.
The night I also
Even
did that.
when I'm on my period, nobody knows.
Brought drug for you. That was the first day Shedams brought drug for you that you broke down during workouts. And Shedams brought drug.
The night I covered myself.
That
Yes,
night.
it's a lie.
Excuse me.
You're lying
I
here.
closed the
The
windows
first
for you.
night I covered
Looks like you
myself.
have amnesia
Oh,
of this
yes.
over.
The first night I covered myself was the night I was feeling feverish. I did not understand why. I collected Mary's duvet. In the morning, people said, "Oh, why did you collect Mary's duvet?" I thought you don't feel cold. And I don't understand the kind of until it was Benga's class, and I started feeling feverish again. That was when I knew I was having malaria symptoms. So don't say it's after that night. Don't say that.
Oh God.
And sometimes when you off the AC in the night, I used to see.
Nobody goes,
In
yes.
the morning,
It's in the morning we talk about it.
We'll not tell you.
We don't know if you put up the AC, nobody can
off it. Do we tell you don't off it? We don't.
And I hope you know that was before the eviction.
What is before and after?
Whether before and after,
Excuse
you
me.
put it off, we leave you. And the
Excuse
morning
me.
we talk about it.
And even if I off it, Mary, you will still wake up and come and on it.
Because I'm hot.
Or Tobe will
You
still
have
come
an
and on
alternative.
it.
You can switch beds.
I can see
You have
bed.
an alternative. You can switch beds.
I don't used to talk because I have AC directly.
Yes, you can switch
If I
beds.
have
If
AC,
I'm hot,
I'll on
why
that
won't I
one.
put it on?
Okay.
You can switch bed. You can switch beds. You like to switch bed. It's okay for you to switch bed. This was not. The AC wasn't touching my bed. I switched to that place because it was okay for me.
Alrighty, so
Wait. The whole point of this whole thing.
it's actually wait. Yeah.
Yes, she has not said what I did. She only said I was close and started talking to me. Is that what I did?
So ask her now. She's ask her.
Yes,
Not me.
I'm asking her. She said we are close. At the point I started talking with Mary and all that. When I came to this show, I was even when I used to be calm, then I was helpful to everybody. If it's hair or one other thing, I know once I go round. Until this one we are remaining 3. How would I keep talking to just you and not talk to Mary? And Mary is not the type that she does not have conversation. She always talk.
Yeah.
So when you now come and see me and Mary talking for you, I don't understand that part. Should I stop talking to Mary because?
Excuse me, do you say I feel bad?
That's
I
what
don't.
You said
I
before.
said I had to withdraw myself.
Why?
Friendship is not by
Why?
force.
Was there any time you needed my attention and I shunned you? That was what I don't understand because I don't know. I always confuse that part. There was never a time I would be talking to Mary, you come in and you're talking, I will not look at you or I will not give. That is the part that's confusing me. Is that the only place I faulted? If that, I don't understand. Then
I
the only part
said
I told you, I had
withdraw
to-
yourself from me and I had no choice than
I
to
didn't
accept
withdraw.
it.
How did I withdraw? It was even you that started acting funny. And even
Me?
after that,
I started
like I said,
acting
it's not
funny.
about greeting. Greeting is just the way to start a day. So I fit the vibe when I greet you if you respond or if you don't, or the way you respond will make me to know how. So most of the time, maybe the way you responded to me is what made me to, be like, maybe she's not in a good mood. And
How
that
do
is
you
just
even
it.
greet someone in the morning and the rest of the day you're carrying face up?
That
What kind of vibe is that?
That is what you're sensing from me is part of whereby if I greet you, either you don't respond fine or after responding during the day you're still not, vibing. I wouldn't force myself to keep coming. Even that yesterday almost I was rushing to the water before you now said you are fine. I didn't even know I was the problem until it was mentioned. But then, I've never been in this kind of situation before. I don't know how to handle it.
Me, I was not seeing anything here as a problem until, is it yesterday or the day in our talkette? They were now asking, what is wrong with you? Because I already accepted my fate. Well, how many days remaining? I will go home and meet my people. I'm not looking for someone to talk to. So if she doesn't want to talk to me, I don't have to force conversation between the two of us. So let me just be on my own. And that is just it. So even if there is something going on me, like I said in the talkette, I don't know. The only thing that I saw and suspect, if it's wrong, I don't know, but that is what I suspected. And thank God yesterday, indirectly, thank God for what the pillow did last night, hooking at the handle of the door. If not, the birds won't be let out of the nest. Mary would have not said what she said yesterday. Playing games. How am I playing games? Starving yourself. So that has been the problem. Oh, chicken.
It has been your problem, not
It's
my
not.
problem.
Because if it's not your problem, why saying it? What concerns starving, playing game with opening door last night?
What I did was
disturbing you,
mention
according
all
to you,
your
disturbing
problems.
you in your sleep.
What I did was mention
what
everything
happened
that I think
between
has
it?
been. What I mentioned yesterday
Story.
night was everything that you have been
I know
acting
you
out.
very well, so forget it.
What I mentioned yesterday was everything you've been acting out. What I did was take everything you've been acting out from A to Z. So it has nothing to do with whether it being my problem. It's not my problem. If that is how you want to play your game, it's fine for me. It's okay.
Which game? I'm not playing. You are the one that is even playing game because
It's a game
you pretend.
Ngozi,
You are pretending that you are not interested.
Ngozi,
Both in
when I mean
the
a
stuff
game, I mean the competition,
and
comprehension,
and viewers' choice and whatever.
Auntie, comprehend.
You were manipulating.
When I say game,
you are not interested.
when
so
I say game,
I know you very
when
well.
I say game,
so
I
you
mean
don't,
the
you don't put
competition.
me there.
Read my
Forget
lips. When I say
what the viewers'
the
choice,
game.
it's competition.
Are you listening to me at all?
I don't want to listen to
You
you,
are
Mary.
not comprehending. When I say
you.
game, I mean
Thank
that
you.
is how you want to play the competition. That is what I
I'm
mean.
not playing anything.
It is we are in a competition.
I'm not. You are the one playing.
But the reality is we are in a competition. We came in here for a competition.
Me, I'm not in a competition.
We came in here whether
I'm
you
not.
whether
For
you are
me,
or not.
I am not.
It is a competition. It's a
Because
competition. The fastest shaders is a competition.
I came here to lose weight. That is the thing that brought me here.
Whether you came to lose weight, whether you came for the money,
I'm
it
so
was
happy
the competition that brought
for
you
the
here.
weight I have lost so far because
Shadows did not gather people here to come and say, oh, lose weight from A to Z. What he said was, you are always excused. What he said was, come and play this competition and win this. He did not gather women around to say, come and lose weight.
Oh, so you're also in a competition. I thought you said that's not what you
Because
are. Now you're coming in competition with yourself only.
Did you read English at all?
And that is what I'm also saying. I'm also in competition with myself. I'm not with whatever that is happening here. So what's the difference between what you said?
All right, so in the light of this, the truth of the matter is this will even end there, even if we stay here till tomorrow, and I'm sure till the next 10 days. But the truth of the matter is, I'm just going to leave you. There's some things that could have been avoided. There's so many things that could have been resolved. You know, if the fact that if you were trying to seek out peace and all of that, you know, being a pastor's daughter, and you know they say
I can't be a fool. I'm a pastor's daughter, but I can't be a fool. I can't be licking persons.
Okay, but you know what they say about a gentle answer turns away wrath. Yeah. Apparently, you know. One thing I'm going to leave you guys with is tolerance. And if that is not playing out, if it's not that working for any of you, then you just have just 10 more days to go. And after 10 days, well, you're out of each other's spaces. But one thing is for sure, within now and the next 10 days, I'm going to give you my own target of 30,000 skips.
Jesus.
The hair. So between now and Monday night, the 29th of November, you must have hit a target of 30,000. And in the middle of that, your detox may come in. Alrighty, so that's what has brought everyone here. Whatever happens outside that, it's totally up to you. As long as you don't break my rules here at the faSttest Cheddar. So, I wish you well, and God bless you. Yeah. Wow. So basically, now the competition for me has just started. Forget about all the carrying this. It's now becoming real, and from all that you have heard and listened to, I don't think anybody would want to take sides at this point in time. So the best thing to do is we just sit down, relax, and just wait till day 90, you know. And it was more like so many things that, you know, we thought were hidden, were exposed, and we didn't have to do any investigation and all of that. And I mean, having to stay about 10 to 11 weeks in one confined space, it's enough to trigger so many things. And between Mary, between Chioma, between Ngozi, I just think the reality of the fact that one person wants to win, forget about, it's not in, I'm not interested in 1 million naira. Even if a popular musician can ask for persons to send 1 million naira to his account for his birthday, how much more Cheddars? I mean, even myself, 1 million naira can do a lot of things in my life. And not even about that, having to go on an all-expense paid trip out of Nigeria. I beg.
It's funny how it took this long for me to find out some things about the people I've been sharing a house with for 90 days, for 80 days now. And my highlight of today's conversation is the fact that Ngozi felt it was okay to bring up the issue about Blessing bringing in phone into the house and me knowing about it. And of course, the fact that it's a competition. I wouldn't do anything to jeopardize my stay in the competition. I would want to work towards staying in the competition. And you were in on it, you knew about it. But because we are talking today about a feud, or rather ball up issues, misconceptions, misunderstandings, you felt it was okay to bring it up and peg me a chameleon. That's my highlight of today. Like, that's a real eye-opener. And am I surprised? No, it's a human thing. That's human beings for you. The fact that another thing again is another thing I got to realize is that Ngozi lacks comprehension. English language is not one of her forte. I should have known that, and I should have known how to handle that well. But it is what it is.
Man, there are some things I just heard that is making me to have running stomach. You know, when you don't expect something and you're hearing it for the first time. Because I said we were close. If we're talking about closeness from the beginning, I was not close to anybody. I was just rational to everybody. But then when the season started winding down, we started reducing. I think the closeness started when she was not feeling fine. I helped her 1 or 2. And to think that she said, I started withdrawing myself from her, I'm wondering, I don't understand that. And even if I'm close to you, does that mean I shouldn't talk to any other person? That aspect is what I don't understand. And she doesn't communicate. And aside that, she has inferiority complex. she's not brave at all. She feels anybody, like when you tell her things, she feels you're trying to to outshine her. So, but then when I started trying to stop talking to her based on some things, is maybe when I advise her on something I know that can help her to improve, she'll do otherwise, and then maybe she'll come to talk it and say it as if it's a beef.
This afternoon, Shedams came to visit us in our lodge, and he came for something that he noticed on the camera. He said that he had noticed that we girls are not together again. So he tried to find out things that have been happening in the house, and we had to let out. But I have been suspecting something, and finally I confirmed it last night. Thank God for the pillow that hangs at the handle of the door. If not, the birds won't be let out of their nest. And Mary voiced out, though she still denied, that they are not talking about me. If you're not talking about me, then how come you are discussing that I'm playing game, I'm starving myself? How? Is there anything that I'm doing in the house that I don't take people along? To this, and even the phone calls that we did, I had to tell them, see what my sister said though. So let all of us put hands together and work together. Before the previous eviction, I was the one that called Choma. Let's be skipping. So how come I don't carry people along? Which secret thing am I doing here? I'm always like this in the house. The food something I complained, I told them. If I don't want to eat, I tell them, but they say that, they say what was in their mind, but I thank God they could not deny that I wasn't telling them things. That's just my happiness about the whole stuff. For the sweat room, when you are in an environment where you are not accepted, you have to ease out yourself. So I take the sweat room as a place I go to ease out my head every morning, then warm up and encourage myself. I read my book, I have some rest, then I'll go back to the room for the rest of the day. That's what I do at the sweat room, and I work out too. Choma said, we are not friends, so what's the need of me complaining? We are not friends. It's so clear. And thank God that she said out something. And I laughed because that was the last day of the workout. We were in the sweat room, exercising, skipping. Accidentally, Ogo said, you need to be wise though. We laughed over it. Jokingly, I also said, if you sleep, I will overtake you. And she said that. The way she said it, I was like, eh? But I thank God that Shedams asked her, is that how she said it? And you could laugh. She said yes. That was my happiness because you don't lie against me. And one thing with me is that if I say something, I'll say what I said and I'll still say what you said. It's better that they blame me. I will say what I said. If you want to blame me, than me camouflaging to cover up for me to be praised and called a good girl. I don't give a fucking damn about that. I don't do that. As a pastor's daughter, I don't take shit. You don't ride on me. That I'm calm and quiet does not mean that I don't talk. It's just that I just feel like tolerating everybody. But if you can't tolerate me, you go to hell. You are a king in your own domain, and I'm a king in my own domain. And I'm a queen too. You don't control me, I don't control you. But you can't ride on me.
The fact that Ngozi actually thinks she's a threat to me is very laughable. I can't stop laughing about that word because, well, I'll still blame it on the fact that she doesn't know what a threat means. And you talk about tolerance and how you don't be cold at night and we should put off the AC because of you. But you counter yourself when after workout during the rain, you sit in the rain for minutes. Do you actually think you are actually making sense by that? You can sit in the rain for minutes, but then when you come indoors, while the AC is on, you don't want the ACs on. And then of course you have other things, you have alternatives actually, but you wouldn't pick it. You want to discomfort other people. You spoke about the day we had workouts under the rain, and I had asthma attack and the ACs were off. You're lying from two sides of your teeth, because there's no way you could have put off the ACs with 7 people, 6 other people in the house. That's a large blown lie. Then I think moving forward, you should actually have a way of communicating. That's another thing I noticed with Ngozi. Lack of communication. You do not communicate. And my dear, you're a little sneaky. I remember during the audition, after having 1 or 2 times or 2 times when you and I had to carry each other home, and you didn't think it was okay to let us know that, oh, you had a cousin of yours was in the last season, and you might have, and then you come into the house and then you start dropping information one by one. We'll be wondering, how is Ngozi getting this information? Not knowing that it's because you have someone who might have provided you with things prior the previous seasons, and you're feeling like at a point you were thinking maybe you were using jazz, or jokingly we said you had hacked faSttest server, and in your mind you think you were actually doing sneakiness, my dear, and you talk to me about being a chameleon in a competition. If I go on and on, I'm not going to stop with this. But like I said, we'll push this to the end. It's the 90th day or nothing.
faSttest Cheddar. Go hard or go home.
Proudly sponsored by
3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.